EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From perpetually sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, it's live opening round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is called the People's Open. Enthusiastic crowds have been the norm. 700,000 fans expected through the turnstiles this week. As we check the early leaderboard, we've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to get off to a hot start and maybe make an early move up the AM leaderboard. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
Rich, great tee shot to start the day. Now looking at an approach shot with no penalty areas and no bunkers around this green, so all you're taking a look at is that hole location.
Oh, it's in. What a shot. I mean, from that lie, could have gone a bunch of different ways, but it went the way you want them all to go, right into the hole. The second hole at 442 yards of par 4 is tempting. If you're one of the longer hitters, you might want to challenge those 2 fairway bunkers on the right. If you carry those, you'll have another chance to make a 3. And a great tee shot there, coming off the eagle at 1 in the fairway and looking for more at number 2. Pin cut back left here today as he stares down his second to the par 4.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
The pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he'll move to 3 under here. Just 1 shot off the lead. Now on to the third. First par 5 on the course here at TPC Scottsdale.
Yeah, the length of the hole hasn't really changed. Used to be 2 fairway bunkers down the left. Now there's only 1. Still a hazard that runs down the right side. A strategic hold if you can't make this par 5 and 2 in a brand new green that has been completely changed.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. From the fairway, we check in with Nota.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in 2. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay at -3. Really nice mix of holes to start here at TPC Scottsdale. The 2 4s and then the par 5. Now our first par 3. Just a little over 180 yards, Frank.
Plays a little downhill, longer than what it once was. Green is radically different. Used to be deep, now it's wide. And the bunkering, of course, is visually totally different from what it used to be.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll stay right where he is. Frank, this is a demanding driving hole, the par 4 fifth.
Another hole that bends gently to the left. There used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. It's now 1, and it's in the perfect position to make you think about your tee shot. Really, you have to be left of that. The new tee's added a little bit of yardage to it. The green still looks the same as what it once was. Tilts slightly from left to right. But you can see why a draw is the preferred shot at TPC Scottsdale. This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. Here now at the 432-yard par 4-6, dogleg left, bunkers flanking both sides of the fairway. Avoid those, and the birdie is a good possibility. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. Nah, coming out of the bunker, just couldn't get enough club head on the ball and comes up well short.
Just nothing really on that chip shot. It's a waste.
Nah, that's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And he's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. This 215-yard 7th is the longest par 3 at TPC Scottsdale. The challenge here is that there's a false front there, so if you don't take enough club, you can come back off short of the green. And if you're left, you'll end up in that big bunker, which is guarding the putting surface. No, that is into the larger of the 2 bunkers around this 7th green. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Now, that was right all the way. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that's going to drop him to 2 under. There's a good hole right here. The par 4 8th at 475 yards. A slight dog leg to the left. This is where you want to hit that sweeper. If you have that in your bag, get a little extra roll on that hooking tee shot from there. You'll have a chance to make a birdie. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Fairway at the 8 slopes dramatically from right to left. Ball sitting in the right portion of this fairway. Wants to go right to left, but the green calls for a left to right shot. Let's see what happens.
Uses the spin there and holds the green, but a long way home for that birdie. Noted this for birdie.
And this is a putt pros practice for hours. Slightly uphill and dead straight.
Oh boy, he had it right in the jaws and it just wouldn't get there. Okay, that in for par here at the 8. And he'll stay at 2 under. Yeah, that one going to chase down the fairway a little, and it'll wind up perfect. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Fairway at the 9th, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway. Now can take dead aim at this whole location to this narrow green.
Just 5 feet left. Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. This 10th hole is really all about strategy and good decision making. It's a hard dog in trees if you miss-hit it, or you can go with a fairway wood. But if you're offline, well, then you bring the bunkers on both sides into play.
Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in. Just needed that little bit.
Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. This is a terrific hole here at TPC Scottsdale. The 11th is 472 yards and a par 4. You can see you don't want to hit it left because water goes down the entire left side. Need to hit it long, need to hit it straight. The best spot is to be down that right side of the fairway. This one started up the right side. No fairway here. This one in that rough. Second shot upcoming. Down to Noda.
Ball sitting in the rough at the 11th. Now looking at an opening up the right side in an effort to try and hold the green.
Nah, just caught it fat out of the rough. Never had a chance of reaching. And now it is time to regroup and try to escape with a par. That's well done. Let the slope take it. That is an excellent shot. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he'll remain right where he is. Oh, and that's into one of the 2 deep bunkers left of this green.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green.
Got to fully commit to this one as he'll try again. Oh boy, just about flew that one in the hole. Luckily got it to stop. Not a bad shot. Good stop, though it is for a bogey 4. And that won't help the cause one bit. This is where the excitement really kicks in at TPC Scottsdale. The 13th hole is a par 5 at 558 yards. It is a wonderful driving hole. There's water, there's desert on the right. You have the mesquite trees and a big bunker on the left. If you can drive the ball straight here, keep it out of that trouble, well, then you absolutely have a chance to get home in 2 and maybe make an eagle. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway.
Oh, that second shot just ran out of fairway, but still, nice little pitch shot and a good chance to make 4 at the par 5. That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Well, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. So after the fun at the par 5 13th, you have to knuckle down here at the par 4 14th. It is 490 yards, and par is an excellent score here on this hole. That will be perfect into the left side of the fairway.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
This one measures out to 15 feet. Just going to sneak on by. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is. All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a shipwreck, the raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. Find the fairway, you can reach this par 5 and 2. A little bit of an island-looking green there, bunker on the left, and also another bunker just short right. But a fairway missed here. Well, you can rack up 5, 6, 7. You've seen all sorts of scores here at 15.
All right, in the fairway. That is started right, and that is trouble. Nope, that's not going to stick. It's going to be into the water that encircles this island green. So with a penalty stroke added in, now lying 3, readying for shot number 4.
This hole's been quite mean, but once again, beautiful use of the short game to perhaps get away with a par.
Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he'll stay right where he is. This is absolutely one of the coolest holes in golf. This is a little bit like dropping Fenway Park into the desert, trading a baseball bat for a golf club. And it is bottom of the 9th, bases loaded, tie game, World Series rowdy. I mean, there is nothing like it in golf. Big crowd absolutely loves it. What a shot here at 16. Well played ball. A birdie here at 16. And he'll move to within 1 with 2 holes left to play. Now to the 17th. And Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par 4s in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par 4 that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed to be a 17th hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par 4.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. A look here for birdie at 17.
And he's seemingly had no problem with his reads all round long, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
Just a touch firm there. That'll be about 3-4 feet coming back. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll remain right where he is. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters. Cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flick wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway. The rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
He's hoping here to at least get this to tap-in range, but it is for birdie. Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. And this will be a 368 for the opening round. Nicely done. Our featured golfer here today had some moments, but maybe not the rest. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Sonoran Desert and always entertaining TPC Scottsdale, it's live second-round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is known as the greatest show on grass, and it has lived up to that moniker through the first couple of rounds as we take a look at the Friday leaderboard. We're looking at a tie at the top at 7 under par. Yeah, that's a beauty there to get this second round underway. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Thanks, Rich. TPC Scottsdale sort of eases you into the round. Not much trouble surrounding the fairway or the green, so you have a great chance to get off to a quick start.
And this ball not quite going to be a GIR. It'll come to rest on the fringe. Oh, that's how you do it right there. The approach misses the target, but the putter coming through from off the green, and that is a bit of a surprise birdie. On to the second, a 442-yard par 4. Longer hitters can try and take advantage of the downslope, 285 yards off the tee, but that brings those two deep fairway bunkers on the right into play. And this round starting off strong after the birdie at the first. This in the fairway at number 2. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for his second.
Well, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
This is an 11-foot putt. Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he moves to 2 under for his round and -5 overall. You know where we are because you can look to the right. We're in the desert. You want to keep it out of that. If you do, with a good tee shot, absolutely a chance to get home in 2 and maybe jumpstart the round with an eagle 3. PGA Tour moves back to California next week. We'll be at Hogan's Alley in Riviera Country Club just west of Los Angeles for the Genesis Invitational. Frank, we go from hysteria to history.
Oh, you do, yeah. Humphrey Bogart's tree on the left side of the 12th hole is still there, and it's still a feature. A huge sycamore tree there that kicks the odd ball away from the green. It's good. The whole golf course is in a sort of a bowl, so you get these swirling winds. I know they've tried to renovate the golf course over the last few years. It's actually made the fairways a little wider, but another straight-up test. I mean, the West Coast swing, you really have to bring your game.
Had the distance right, just a tad offline. How about the chances for getting it up and down from that spot?
Yeah, it's not in the thick stuff, Rich, so that's advantage number one. Really, the lie's pretty good. I think it's a standard pitch.
"12 feet still to go." That is well judged, straight into the cup. It's a birdie here at number 3. And that's going to move him to 6 under par. Arriving now at the first par 3 at TPC Scottsdale, 183-yard fourth. Slightly uphill with an elevated green that is tough to see from the tee. Bunkers guard it short, right, and left. Okay, center of the green. Good shot. A look here at birdie.
And he couldn't ask for a better setup from this distance. Just slightly uphill, something on the right edge could go in.
Got it there, but not quite on target. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he's going to remain one shot off the pace. Heading now to the 470-yard par 4 fifth. This hole is all about the drive. Hit the fairway, and the approach is simple, but a massive bunker on the right is trouble, making an approach over a wash very difficult. And a splash of sand there. Is this ball going to wind up in the bunker off the tee? So Noda, a second shot now from the bunker.
Success out of the bunker at the 5th is very difficult. Got to really be concerned about the lip, but you also got to be able to cover the wash cutting across the fairway.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain one shot back. Now to the par 4 6th. Decision time, Frank. Driver, or do you go with 3-wood?
A lot of that's going to depend on if there's any breeze. If the breeze is at your back, you can drive it all the way down the right side and take those 2 bunkers down the right completely out of play. This hole's been stiffened up, though. The length hasn't increased, but that bunkering in that choke point. So, the strategy. Do you have the length to get past them? Or, if you have to lay up, it's going to leave a much longer second shot.
Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
We're looking at 123 yards to the flag. Pin in the middle, so it's a green light.
Well, there's a good strike in there. Just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. It's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And that'll move him to 7 under par. Arriving here at the longest of the par 3s at TPC Scottsdale, the 215-yard 7. This green features a false front, so you don't want to be short, especially left, where a big bunker guards the putting surface. Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. 10-foot putt left. Nope. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay at 7 under. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Oh man, absolutely can do no wrong. Dialed in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf. Rounding out the front 9 with a par 4 of 453 yards from the back tee. Looks to be straight away here, Frank. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, that bunker, there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. There is now 1, and it also pinches into the fairway, which almost makes this hole look like a faint dogleg right. But really, the best line is still down the left side, so it still actually suits a draw off the tee. Green is slightly elevated and not very deep, too. So judging that second shot, getting the right club is essential here at 9.
So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
129 yards left to the flag today. Pin, front right. It's a sneaky one.
Leading is one thing, but hitting iron shots like that, that lead is going to increase.
Coming off the eagle, this for birdie. Not much more than a tap in there. It is a birdie at the 9th. And that is going to mean this was a 28 on the front side. 7 under par. Beginning the back 9 with a 428-yard par 4-10. Sharp dogleg to the right, offering several options off the tee. Cut the quarter with a driver and contend with a small bunker and trees. Or opt for a fairway wood that brings bunkers on both sides into play.
Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad. And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, you really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
That's the way to start the backside. A perfect read. Gets a birdie at number 10. And he draws 3 shots clear on this Friday. Heading now to what most consider the most challenging and intimidating hole at TPC Scottsdale, the 472-yard par 4 11. Water protecting the entire left side of the hole, so both distance and precision are required. A drive down the right side is ideal. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Great tee shot here at the 11th. Now has a chance to go at the hole location on the left half of the green, but have to be concerned about the water that wraps around the backside.
It's been a beautiful round of golf today. It's been a clinic with the irons, and more evidence there. The swing, the strike, and look how close that is.
He'll say he should have made that. Okay, safely in for his par. And he's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. That's a quality shot right there, just left of the hole, and a birdie opportunity coming up. Now this for another birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And he gets it to 12 under par. Par 5 13, chance for birdie or maybe even eagle if you're bold and brave enough, but also, Frank, chance for disaster here?
Well, there is. Water very much in play down the right side. There's a bunker down the left too. If you finish up in that, there's no way you're going for this par 5 and 2. Then it becomes a little bit of a zigzag mission. The second shot either has to be hit down the right side, just skirting that bunker in the front, or it has to be all carry.
And that is into the lone bunker here left of this 13th fairway. Getting out more important than distance here as he readies his second. And that's going to come up short. It's in the big bunker in front of this 13th green. A birdie chance if he can knock one in close. His third from the bunker. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And this will remain a 3-shot lead. Par 4 14th, Frank, it seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either, because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And, of course, that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left.
Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole. Ooh, that's where the wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble. Not going to be easy. Sizable putt from 16 feet. Nah, the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. he'll remain 4 clear of the field. Great scoring opportunity here at the par 5 15th, but Frank, I'm wondering, as a player, is your mind beginning to think about what's ahead at that par 3 16th hole?
Oh, they are. This is really the finishing stretch at TPC Scottsdale, where you get all these swing holes. 15 is a swing hole. 16, 17, and 18, where so many changes in the score can actually happen. But this one here is all about finding the fairway. A good drive down here will be well rewarded because you'll have a chance to reach this par 5 and 2.
Oh, this could be trouble. Nope, that's not going to stick. It's going to be into the water that encircles this island green. So now, with the drop taken, this is going to be his 4th shot into this par 5. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Well, that, not his finest effort, and it's going to leave a very anxious putt to say bogey. Good putt there, though it is a bogey here at the par 5. And this is going to drop that lead down to 3 shots. Here we are at the famed 163-yard par 3 16th at TPC Scottsdale, with the McDowell Mountains in the distance and the most boisterous gallery in golf looking on. This is a test like no other on tour. Yep, pretty safe there. That won't get this crowd into a frenzy, but it is safely on deck. Chance now for another birdie. That one just going to sneak on down. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll stay at 11 under par. Up next, the 332-yard drivable par 4 17th. Players going for the green need to avoid the water short and left of the putting surface. A miss right will still allow for a fairly simple up and down. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie. Finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And he's now the leader by 4 here on this Friday. We finish our day here at TPC Scottsdale with a 442-yard par 4 18. Strategy off the tee is key. Challenge the lake on the left and cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers, or play it safely down the right side of the fairway. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So from right around the middle of the fairway, this is second. Not sure what happened there. Club selection or execution. Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone. Just too tough to control out of the sand. That one unable to hold the green. It'll run off into the short stuff. Frank, I think you have to appreciate that. He kept his head down and kept his head in the game, and he'll be able to get out of here with a bogey.
Yeah, I've been watching for a while, Rich, and I haven't seen touch that good for quite a while.
So an action-packed first 2 rounds and a packed leaderboard as well, with our featured golfer in a share of the lead after day 2.
So we can't separate them at this stage, but somebody, and I guarantee you somebody will play lights out in the weekend, and that will be the difference.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. On one of the zaniest days on the tour calendar, live Saturday 3rd round coverage of the one and only WM Phoenix Open. How about the fans out at 7 a.m. sharp today, making that mad dash across the grounds to get that coveted spot at number 16? As we take a look at the Saturday leaderboard. And we've got some drama brewing with a tie at the top at 11 under par. Included among them is our featured golfer. So we've drawn a plum assignment as we'll be following that pairing throughout. So a missed fairway at 1, now his second.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Oh, no. Just appeared to be befuddled by the break there. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And he'll stay right where he is. The second hole at 442 yards of par 4 is tempting. If you're one of the longer hitters, you might want to challenge those 2 fairway bunkers on the right. If you carry those, you'll have another chance to make a 3. That's right in the pocket. Now, watch this gravity take over here. That's going to come on down the slope. Wow, really well done. From the fairway, 98 yards remaining for his second.
Well, no surprise. We've already seen some great iron shots this week, but that is another one.
Not much left here for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. And he's going to get it to 1 under for his round and 12 under for the tournament. We come now to the first par 5 of the day, 558-yard third. A dry wash runs down the entire right side, and then it cuts across the green. Long drive down the right side, and the green is going to be reachable in 2. And that will do just fine. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notobegay III.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in 2. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
That is not the place to be. It is into the dried out wash in front of this third green.
Ball sitting in the wash, and the unpredictable contact makes this shot a dicey one.
So now eyeing this one for birdie. Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And he gets it to minus 13 for the tournament. 2 under for the day. Frank, what kind of shot is required here at the par 3 fourth?
A little drop shot par 3 down the hill in today's standards because it's under 200 yards. Series of 3 tee boxes, so plenty to choose from there. The entry into the green is well protected now by the 2 bunkers, one in the center and one on the right front of this green.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. It'll hold tight at -13.
Well, Frank, now at the 5th hole, the par 4, the challenge stiffens just a bit.
Yeah, the longest par 4, obviously in the start of this golf course, around the 470-yard mark. 2 bunkers down the right have been changed to 1, but it's in the perfect position now. Of course, that new tee added to add a little bit of length to this hole. The green still remains relatively similar to what it used to be.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and this will remain a one-shot advantage. Par 4 6th is not overly long at 432 yards, a dogleg to the left. It's all about avoiding those bunkers that flank both sides of the fairway. If you do, yet again, you'll have a chance to make a birdie.
Another good tee shot just down the right side, and with that flag cut on the left, you can see exactly where you want to go.
Pin in the back left today as he'll stare down this second to the par 4.
I love it when the balls hit the right distance, just a little bit to the right. Inside 10 feet, but bang on for distance.
Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie, and he's got it to 14 under par.
On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed, still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive, and that green starts to widen.
No, that is into the larger of the 2 bunkers around this 7th green. Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And the lead's gonna remain 2. Up next, the 475-yard par 4 8th. It's a slight dog leg left. Ideally, you want to shape a right to left shot to catch a downslope on the fairway. But watch out for the 2 bunkers on the left. Par from there would be a big ask.
Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
137 is the number. Pin in the back right portion of this green.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that. Really, I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Fairway at the 9th, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway. Now can take dead aim at this whole location to this narrow green.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th. And that is going to finish off a 3-under front side as they go out in 32.
Par 4, 10th hole. And Frank, do you think players should consider cutting the corner over that large bunker along the right side?
Well, in years gone by, Rich, that's exactly what they were starting to do. And consequently, they've sort of put in a few new bunkers really to stop that, that avenue or access into 10. Really, the easiest way to play it is just play it down the left side, leave yourself in. If you want to be brave, be prepared that if you miss, you'll find a bunker.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
Well, there's 134 yards left to the flag. Wind into the face, so you'll definitely need to account for that.
Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short. Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And this will stay a one-shot lead.
Moving on to the 11th hole, Frank, water all along the left side, 472 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, this one's weird because the tees are a little off-center. They start down the right side, which makes it into a dogleg. And you mentioned the water. It always comes into play. And there are 0 fairway bunkers. You don't need them here at 11 because really it's all about the tee shot. Find the fairway, then even though it's a long par 4, you should be able to at least attack that green safely. Miss the fairway to the right, which is the bail outside, and your problems are just starting.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll remain at 14 under. 12th hole now, looking at 192 yards, par 3.
Won't quite play that distance because that tee shot is considerably downhill. But you really have to be cognizant of the wind if it's coming off the left, because it easily brings that water into play down the right should that tee shot just start moving with the wind.
Oh, and that's into one of the 2 deep bunkers left of this green. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. Next up, the 558-yard par 5 13th. Great driving hole featuring water and desert on the right, mature mesquite trees, and a big bunker on the left. Drive the ball between that trouble, and the green is definitely reachable in 2. This is a good scoring hole. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Yeah, big explosion. Got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. He moves to 15 under. We come now to the 490-yard par 4 14th. Quite as intimidating as number 11. Every bit as demanding. After an uphill tee shot, players hit into a green sitting precariously on what was once a spectator's mound. Par is a great score here.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
That is well read. A terrific putt there to save par. And he'll stay at 15 under. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass.
And that second shot on this par 5, it just came out too low. Came out like a bullet. That first bounce wasn't going to stop. Second bounce wasn't going to stop. And just ran over the back.
Five feet now for birdie. Yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15 to 16 under par. That's going to wind up on the fringe, and this crowd, let's say, muted in their applause. They were looking for something a little bit better. With all the elements of his game have been in sync today, a terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
So he's able to finish off there for his par, and he'll stay at -5.
Well, these short, drivable par 4s are all the rage in golf, but the designers here at TPC Scottsdale, Jay Morrish and Tom Weiskopf, were really ahead of the curve. This was one of the first, and it still remains one of the best short par 4s in the game, all about risk and reward. This starting toward the right side. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second to this par 4. Now this for another birdie. That's good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he's going to remain at -16. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters. Cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%. That's right, 10%.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. Okay, so that will wind up the par at the last. That will be a third straight round in the 60s. So for the golfer we've been watching, it will all be on the line tomorrow. It is a tie atop the leaderboard after